today's MEAC women's basketball contest between the Lady Bulldogs of South Carolina State University and your Delaware State University Lady Hornets. On behalf of the University Board of Trustees, President Dr. Harry L. Williams, and Director of Athletics, Candy Young, we extend a special welcome to all alumni and friends here today. Thank you for your continued support of Delaware State University. Also, we'd like to welcome our visiting friends from South Carolina State University. Delaware State University, the MEAC, and the NCAA promote good sportsmanship. We kindly ask that you refrain from negative or derogatory comments or gestures directed at the players, coaches, officials, and fellow fans. Any spectators who interfere with the game by coming onto the court or throwing objects onto the court will be removed from the gym. Also, Memorial Hall is a smoke-free facility. Your cooperation is appreciated. Thank you and enjoy the game.
Don't worry about it. All right, cool. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to WDSU-TV's continuing coverage of Hornet basketball. Today we have another doubleheader for you, as both the men and women Hornets will take on the Bulldogs of South Carolina State. I'm joined alongside my broadcast partner. You know him, the guys, is Derek Slayton. Derek, glad to be here today. We got a crucial MEAC showdown here at Memorial Hall Gym. The ladies are coming off 2 straight victories here at home. They've been playing well, finding ways to win. What has stood out to you so far over their past few games? Well, that's a great point there, Derek. That's a good point. I mean, you come into this game, you look at the season three-game-long homestand. The basketball team at 3-11. They're looking for their 3rd consecutive win. South Carolina State is 8-7, 1-3 in the MEAC. And today's contest, the Bulldogs have lost 3 straight, including back-to-back loss at North Carolina Central, North Carolina A&T. South Carolina State has 2 players averaging double figures, and Courtney Williams at 15.2 points a game, and Amber Howard at 10.1 points per game. Howard leads the squad in assists with 39, and defensively, South Carolina State sits atop the MEAC in steals, field goal percentage, and 2nd in points per contest. Doug Robertson Jr. is in his 7th season as South Carolina State's women's basketball coach with an 80-1-1-1 mark. Robertson also spent 5 seasons as an assistant at Delaware State, during which he reached the MEAC tournament his final 3 times and captured the regular season title in 2004. The Lady Hornets actually lead the series 29-31, all-time South Carolina State. Last season in their lone match, the Bulldogs came away with a 64-60 win in Memorial Hall. These 2 teams will meet again later this month on January 31st. So if the ladies win today, a win would mean they push their home record to 3-1. It will be DSU's first one over South Carolina State since coming away with a 55-53 victory here in Memorial Hall Gym in 2012. And the Hornets' first 3-game winning streak since 2012-2013 season. Last game, the Lady Hornets came with a convincing 74-44 victory Wednesday night over the visiting foes of Wilmington, the Wildcats, behind Tierra Hawkins' 3rd consecutive double-double. She had a season high in points with 28, season high in rebounds with 13, and a season high 3 blocks. DSU finished the evening shooting 51%, their 2nd best output of the season. In addition to Hawkins' big night, each Hornet player scored, including Micah Aldridge, 16, and forward Amber Bogart, tallying double figures. Defensively for the 2nd straight game, Delaware State allowed its 3rd slowest scoring output of the season, along folding the Wildcats under 30%, 17-59 shooting. Fresh off a 7-game road trip, the longest of the season, the Hornets will play 4 of the next 5 games at Memorial Hall, including a long 3-game stretch against aforementioned Wilmington, South Carolina State, and Savannah State this upcoming Monday. So far this season, the Lady Hornets are 1st in the MEAC in scoring, with Tierra Hawkins sitting 3rd with 17.7 points a game. However, DSU is 13th in scoring defense, giving up 78, nearly 80 points a game, and allowing opponents to shoot 45% from the field.
I think if we're going to talk about key players that we see right now. Tiara Hawkins at the line. She is a dominating force, but Amber Bogart, I think, is somebody else who has to play very well. When those two are playing good in the post, they're a very hard team to beat. So I think that's one thing to look out for the Hornets. On the other hand, you talked about Courtney Williams already. She's averaging 15.2 points per contest, but averaging even more points in conference play, almost 17 points per game, and is shooting a much higher percentage as well. She can kill you from the inside or the outside, so defensively, they got to be on their P's and Q's to keep her from taking over the game. And I think we look at the keys to this game. First, they got to control the tempo. Without Jay Washington, that'll be very hard to do, but Bree Justice, the freshman, led her team, her high school team to two state championships. And as long as she can just do a good job of getting the ball into the post and not turning the ball over, they'll have a chance. Also, they can't get in foul trouble. They don't have a lot of depth. The Basin twins are gone. There's been a lot of transfers. And also Washington without injury. They're very thin on all positions, so they have to stay out of foul trouble so they can play as many minutes as possible.
Thank you for that, Derek. As we said, South Carolina State is 8-7, 1-3 in the MEAC, and the Lady Hornets are 3-11 and 1-1 in MEAC play. So we're going to look at this game, Derek. So what are some of the things you're looking forward to in this game, keys to the game, and impact players?
Like I said, the impact players got to be Amber Bogart. She's just very efficient, 11 points per game, almost 12 points per game. Also does a good job rebounding the ball at 5 per game, but she's a versatile defender. They love to move her at the top of the key during the 3-2 zone. She does a good job of using her length to bother point guards, and she will have to have her hands full with Courtney Williams out there. So she can do a good job defensively in neutralizing her. The Hornets have a good chance. Also, I think, I mentioned it earlier, but Bree Justice really has to be strong with the ball. Like you mentioned before, South Carolina State University does a good job forcing a lot of turnovers. If she can control the ball and get the ball into the post, the Hornets will have a good game.
All right, well, looks like we'll be right back after the national anthem and introduction of starting lineup. Stay tuned, WDSU-TV.
And remain standing for the singing of the national anthem by DSU sophomore Chelsea Taylor.
All right. Derek, real quick, we talked about getting off the fast starts. What do the Lady Hornets need to do here to get off to a fast start?
Immediately, they got to figure out how they're going to play Tiara Hawkins. She's going to get double teamed in the post, or they're going to let her be single matched up. If they let her play one-on-one, that's how you get off to a quick start, because nobody in the MEAC can guard her. If not, then you figure out how you're going to space the floor out and find other players for open shots.
Great point there. As we get a look here at the starters for South Carolina State and for your Lady Hornets, we'll be right back.
Also at forward, number 15, Jamia Bradley. At guard, number 1, Courtney Williams. At guard, number 13, Amber Howard. Also at guard, number 23, Jasmine Johnson. The head coach of the Lady Bulldogs is Doug Robinson. He's assisted by Ashley Walker and Todd Moore.
So let's talk about the Hornets starters. It's imperative to just think about they're going to have to do a good job substituting getting out of players. They only have only 9 people available. So they got to be able to keep all their players fresh. So substituting will be definitely glad to have Amber Bogart transfer from Eastern Michigan. She's done a good job so far for the Hornets this season.
The head coach of the Lady Hornets is Tamika Bull. She was assisted by Lou Hamilton and Jerisha Obey. Director of Operations is Yvette Harris, and the team trainer is LaQuan Ellison.
All right, we are ready for tip-off here in the Hornets' nest, as the Lady Hornets will try to make it 3 straight for the first time in 2012, 2013. No Jay Washington in the line today as she is battling an ankle injury, so hopefully Jay will get well soon as we can get her back in the point guard position. But as this Lady Hornets, coached by Coach Tamika Lewis, next woman up mentality, so it'll be interesting to see who steps up in her absence as we're about ready for tip-off, as it looks like Jasmine Coleman and Tiara Hawkins will take the tip for their respective teams. And a little bit of a sloppy tip there, and it goes out to the Bulldogs, taken by Courtney Williams, and now gives it off to Amber Howard. South Carolina State looking to set up their offense early on in this game. Thank you for joining us alongside Derek Slayton. My name is Byron Dixon. Three-pointer is swatted out of there early. We got a block party. Bree Justice there, Derek. Good way to start it off.
Yeah, she's going to have to play big for the Hornets without Jay Washington, so good to see her knowing her rotations early.
Bree Justice, a lengthy defender as well. As we see the three-pointer, no good there by Jasmine Johnson. So Bree Justice will take over the point guard duties today, along with Micah Aldridge in the backcourt. And you have Aleah Stinnett as well, Hawkins, and Bogart, the two Twin Towers down low.
Early on, you're seeing Justice having a tough time getting offense going.
And Derek, I think we saw a lot last week. Free throws starts off the Hornets today, as it looks like the aggressiveness of Aleah Stinnett will get her to the line for 2 free throws. And we might see a lot of whistles today.
I think Aleah Stinnett started off last week's game very well as well. I would like to see her get a lot of touches, especially when you need a third scorer for the Hornets. Maybe she can be it.
Stinnett misses her first free throw, as she will shoot the second free throw out of 2 shots here. Second one, no good. Bogart fights forward, goes out to Justice. Justice drives. Shot is no good, and looks like it is stolen away. Courtney Williams, and we talked about turnovers, Derek, and there it is.
Yeah, there's definitely, looks like Courtney Williams hurt her eye. Looked like Aldridge might have hit her in the eye. And she may be bleeding because they're taking her out.
It's like she wearing contacts, so it's like one of her contacts was knocked out. You see the trainer running over with the solution. That's about knowing your players right there. You know she wears contacts, you got the solution in your back pocket, and you run over there and get the solution to her.
That's great job by the staff over there.
Great, she deserves a raise, and she's not even with Del State, but she did a great job there. I mean,
she was the first one off the floor.
Exactly, and that's your best player, so you got to do what they need to get done. So good to see she's all right. Courtney Williams there, and Amber Howard will run point guard for the moment being.
And as you see, you got Amber Bogart, and at top of that 3-2 makes it very difficult for a point guard to see over her with her 6'1" length.
8 on the shot clock. It looks like it'll be a turnover for the Bulldogs, so great defense there. You see the 3-2 zone you talked about, Derek, causing a few turnovers early in this game.
Yeah, it's hard to get the ball out into the perimeter like that when she has such great length. She could interrupt any passes.
Bulldogs like they're going to press a little bit. See how the Hornets handle it without Jay Washington.
Well, that's a bad start. You don't want to be in a corner. That's an even worse pass.
Great catch there by Bogart. Gives it off to the net. Gives it back to Bogart. Bogart drop step. Gets it swatted, and it looks like it will stay here. Great save there by Bogart. It looks like everybody gave up. Hawkins keeps it. Throws it up. No good.
Would have liked for Hawkins to just take that ball back out and run their offense, but so far, they struggled against the press.
As you see that inexperience of Sinet running to the corner, something you don't necessarily want to do against a trapping press there, but nevertheless, they live to fight another day. Three-pointer, stops, pops. It is
Howard.
nothing but
She
net.
hit
Amber
those.
Howard, what a shot there, Derek.
Yeah, they make about 5 threes per game. They shoot only 30%, but that's tops in the MEAC.
And we talk about right back at you. But Bogart, Derek, the impact player, getting on the bird early here, giving the Hornets their first bucket of the game.
The Hornets employing their own type of press.
Rebounded, no good, but looks like a foul is called. Jemiah Bradley will head to the line. T.R. Hawkins will be called for the foul. Offensive rebounds. The Hornets seem to give up a lot of offensive rebounds you talked about because they play that zone. So.
Right, but that time they pressed and they got beat, and it led to a 3-on-2 on the other end. Didn't have anybody to box out, and Hawkins gets in foul trouble. That's the one person you do not want to get any fouls.
Jemiah Bradley, the 6'1" freshman from Augusta, Georgia's first free throw is no good. 3-2 is the score early on. Both teams shooting 1 for 4 so far. So this could be a grinded out type of game, Derek. Whoever commits the least amount of turnovers may win.
South Carolina State third in the MEAC in scoring defense. The Hornets not nearly as high, but these last couple games in this winning streak, they've done a good job defensively.
You see Bradley there making the second free throw. Split there by Stinnett. Looks like she'll draw a foul.
No, it looks like it's going to be a 10-second violation.
Wow. How many times do you see that go?
You might see it a lot today if they don't figure a way out to stop this press.
So another turnover there by the Lady Hornets. And South Carolina State will once again run the ball. Amber Howard running the point guard duties. Shows she can shoot a little bit. Looks like Courtney Williams' shot is a brick. She's trying to build a house there, but they get the rebound again.
She should help us with the optic center, the way she shot that one.
Howard to Williams again. Fakes, goes left, pulls. No good. Shot is rebounded. And no good there by number 23, Jasmine Johnson.
And here's Justice. She has to be smart with the ball. That's not being smart with the ball.
Stinnett turns it over.
Good pass by
And
Howard.
it is good. Jasmine Coleman with the and one from Amber Howard. So they got to turn over at least some easy points there.
They got to bring in another guard to help out Justice. It seems like she's the only person with any type of ball handling responsibilities as a freshman. That's a little too much, especially for your first start.
Maybe try to get Nakia Kersey in there sooner rather than later to get another ball handler.
Another terrible pass.
So another turnover in a matter of less than a minute. So third turnover of the day right there. Williams, top of the key. Gives it off to number 3, Tony Carter. She drives an easy lane. They parted like the Red Sea there. She gets an easy 2 points.
Yeah, that's a good job exploiting the zone on that play. And once again, Justice in the corner. That's where she'll get trapped at. Trying to find a way out.
She has the net at top of the key.
And Aldridge trying to set the offense up now and take a little bit of responsibility out of Justice's hands.
Pass is tipped out of bounds, but looks like it's going to be another turnover. And yet again, South Carolina State with the ball.
And one thing they're doing, how many times have we seen the ball gets at Tierra or Amber in the post? It seems like once off of when they press, so. They got to find a way to get the ball into their two best players' hands, or this would be a short night for the Hornets.
Or a long night, because
Yeah,
they may
long
be
night.
here all day. And Williams just drives right through again, but she misses. It's like the zone isn't even there. They got another offensive rebound, and they will reset their offense, and they're just controlling the tempo of this game early on.
Amber's having a hard time keeping them in front at the top of the arc. They're just going right by her. She needs to get lower in her stance.
Three-pointer in the corner. It is no good. Shot off by
Looks like
Ashley Outer. So
Outler. And they'll set their offense back up.
Williams, left, right, spins, goes back to the left hand. Shot is good. A little bit of a teardrop. And right now the Hornets may be crying because they can't stop a nosebleed.
They got to find a way to get the ball into the post immediately. They can barely get the ball past the three-point line without a turnover.
It's the net. Elbow extended, way off. And it's rebounded out to Outler. She's going to push it a little bit. She may take this herself. She does. And it's a great decision because she gets the easy layup up and in. And Tamika Norris needs a timeout and maybe some Kleenex because I don't know what's going on early on in this game.
When you don't have guard play in college, this is what happens. The point guard position is the most important position in basketball, period.
Teardrop. And right now the Hornets may be
Bad
crying.
things happen.
They can't stop a nosebleed. You look at
Gotta find a way to
the
get the
previous
ball into
play
the post
here, I mean,
immediately.
it's like they're confused. They don't know
They
what
can barely get
kind
the
of
ball
set to
past
get
the three-point
into.
line
It's
without a
like we don't know who we want to handle the ball.
It's the net.
Elbow extended, shoot the shot there. That's not her comfort zone. Out to And then it's just Outler. the easy. She's going to push it. You know, she listened to Coast to Coast Radio because she took that herself all the way. So. So, Dirk, what do you think Coach Lewis is going to tell her team in this huddle as they're down 12-2 early on in this game?
Well, she needs to figure out a way to relieve some of the pressure for Bree Justice, whether it's having a high screen and roll or having 2 or 3 players with guard responsibilities. But right now, they can barely get the ball past half court. You can't win a game like that, so they got to figure something out very soon. Or this will be, like you said, a long night for the Hornets.
Definitely, you can't turn the ball over. Turnovers are pretty much like giving away points. So, I mean, when you look at situations like that against the South Carolina State team that can score just like you can, and they've shown early on they have guys, or women I should say, that can score and create their own shot, it could be a long day like you said.
Right. They got to do a better job protecting the ball. And that's point blank period. If you can't even get a shot attempt up on a basket, how are you going to score?
This just in, you need points to win. And 2 points isn't going to get it
2
done.
points might. I don't think 2 points leads to victories.
No, sir.
Seems like Aldridge will be the primary guard right now as Justice takes a seat.
You see Aldridge, the freshman out of Cleveland, Ohio, showing some good flashes early on in her rookie season. So hopefully she can be that spark for the Hornets here. Stinnett goes left, actually loses the handle. Shot again, no good. And it goes out to Outler. Outler up ahead. Three-pointer by Howard. It is good. Nothing but the bottom of the net. And they're just controlling every facet of this game, Derek.
Yeah, they just struggle to find a way to beat the press. They're struggling to find a way to get the ball into the paint. And Stinnett has been forced to take some terrible shots so far because they just have to get a shot off before the shot clock violation.
Maybe the Hornets would like to slow this game down and probably play through the post, but you don't even see them looking for the post.
Well, they're looking. They just can't make the pass.
Three-pointer's no good. Rebounded by Hawkins. Hawkins taking the do it out yourself, kid, and she scores. So Tierra Hawkins getting on the board there. South Carolina State looking to pick it apart. They actually create a turnover, the Hornets do.
Try to get
Janae
the ball
Carter
into the
checks
post
into the game.
early during those transition moments. Find Hawkins or Bogart in the post early.
looks like Aldridge took her eye off of the action going on in the court, and you wonder what that was, a mental lapse. But
yeah, normally they're not responsible for all this point guard duties, but without Washington or the two Bankston twins, they're forced into these positions that they're not accustomed to.
Stinnett drives, is hammered, and she'll get to the line. Excuse me, Justice was hammered, and she'll get to the line for 2 free throws, it looks like.
I'd rather her be aggressive and drive every single play than to just be around the perimeter looking confused.
And good things can happen when you do that, not only for yourself, but for your teammates. You can collapse the defense and get it to those post players, as you talked about.
And there's more easy passes when you drive. It's easier to just kick the ball out or dump it off to one of your post players. But when you're stuck in that perimeter, sometimes it's just a little harder.
And we talked about, as you see Justice knocked down the first free throw, the Hornets' inability to shoot perimeter jump shots, and they still are reluctant to go inside more. So their weakness, they still try to feed off of that. But their strength is going inside as Justice knocks down both free throws. South Carolina State leads 15-6 here, 12:55 remaining here. So Brittany Drumgoole checks into the game. Great passing there by the Bulldogs. Excellent offense, but it's just a horrible shot there.
Yeah, Justice did a good job on the weak side defense, contesting that shot, leading into the miss.
Goodwin on the air ball there. Three-pointer, no good there by Ashley Adler. So you see the Hornets trying to string together a couple stops here and work their way back in this game, coming out of the timeout with a little bit more energy, a little bit more awareness as well.
Justice has to make good decisions.
Justice looking for someone, has Aldridge on the left wing with her. See Tierra Hawkins playing that high post.
And basically the Bulldogs are just daring them to shoot a three. Look how far back they're playing off of them.
5 on the shot clock. Gives it to Hawkins. Hawkins drop step. Shot is no good. Got a good look. And actually it'll be a foul. And Jasmine Coleman will draw the foul there.
That's not a bad possession. They got the ball deep into the post, just not able to finish. But like I said before, the Bulldogs, their 2-3 zone is so compact that it's very hard to get the ball to Hawkins or Bogart. They're basically daring these young guards to beat them out on the perimeter.
Out to Outler. She hits down the mid-range shot in rhythm. Looked like a good shot there, Derek.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of just finding the weaknesses into those zones and exploiting them.
They extend their lead 17-6 here with 11:30 remaining in the first half. And like you said, this zone is just hounding. It's compact. It's not many driving lanes. And they're daring these Hornets to shoot three-point shots. Carter, the lefty shot, no good.
Probably had enough room to take 1 or 2 dribbles and get closer to her range there.
Looks like it'll be a turnover by the Bulldogs, and it will go to the Hornets as we have immediate timeout. Looks like Kersey will check in after this timeout. So Derek scores 17-6, 11-11 remaining here in the first half. Hornets are trying to work their way back in this game. What do they have to do to get back in this game?
Well, they're probably going to put Kersey in to kind of balance the floor a little bit. She's a I wouldn't say a three-point specialist, but when she's on, she can knock down 5 or 6 threes in a game. So maybe she could get hot. They're leaving a lot of people open on that perimeter. She can knock down 1 or 2 threes. That zone has to kind of spread out a little bit, and then it makes it easier to find your players in that high post area like we talked about.
Definitely want to at least put somebody who has the threat of knocking down the shot instead of, individuals who aren't the best shooters. So Kersey might can do that. And she's another ball handler as well. Help out with this press. She's a smaller guard, but she's crafty and nifty and can probably maneuver around some of those double teams. So definitely want to see what she can bring into this game. And like you said, maybe just continue to pack the paint as well.
Right, she's an upperclassman. She's been here before. She's been in situations where maybe Washington wasn't playing well or they subbed her out or injuries where she's had to come in and start. She's had a lot of starts in her career, so she knows what to do against a press. Let's see if they can actually execute, though.
Lady Hornets will resume play here, so down 17-6. They will get the ball off of the Bulldogs turnover, so a chance to nip into this lead a little bit more. Bogart to inbound. She'll get it out to Justice. Justice trapped again, beats it. Has a 3-on-2. Great pass to Tiara Hawkins. And you see, same thing, make you laugh, make you cry, make you cry, make you laugh. Justice turned the ball over earlier, breaks the double team this time, finds Tiara Hawkins for the easy do.
Exactly. She has a lot of talent. Clearly can see she knows how to dribble the ball. Hopefully they can cut down on those turnovers. They have 5 of them already in this contest.
And another one. Make that 6, Derek, just before you get ready
She
to
almost hit a little girl. She almost hit a girl.
She almost hit the athletic director, too. I mean, you
my
gotta watch
goodness.
stuff there.
What does she have against Hornets?
Justice out to Bogart on the wing. Bogart looking for that shot. She can knock that down. Almost does there, in and out.
Shot a little flat. Got to put a little more arc on that. And the Bulldogs struggling a little bit, handling onto the ball, which is uncharacteristic for them.
Drumgool, the freshman, losing the handle there, but recovers it. Out to Johnson. Swings it over. Carter shoots another jumper. No good, but look who's skying it for the rebound. Jasmine Coleman. But it looks like she's going to throw it away. Jump ball. And it will go to the Lady Hornets. So great possession there defensively.
Right. They have to do a little bit better job on the boards. Maybe want to mix up man-to-man to switch it up a little bit. I don't like it each time down the court they're going into the 3-2. So
the effort is certainly there on the defensive end. They just got to get, like I said, a couple of those rebounds and just find the body and box them out. So Bogart. Looks like they're going to call a charge on Bogart there.
I don't know about that one. She barely moved. All she did was kind of go up for a shot. Kersey's talking to her down the court, just telling her, get back down on defense. Don't get into an argument with a ref.
Always a tough call, especially in a college game, no restricted area. So it's usually a judgment call and something that they go off of their own. So as you see, Courtney Williams check back into the game. Goes left like she does. She likes to do that, the lefty. The spin.
Good activity on the defensive end by Aldridge, kind of pressuring out there.
Bogart with a great contest there. But look at that rebound there. Pulled in there by Johnson.
And knocked Hawkins down.
Shot there, no good by Coleman. Justice with the ball. Wisely will bring it out here to set up the offense.
She can't backpedal against this press. She just got to beat him off the dribble.
Aldridge.
That's a dangerous cross-court pass. The ball looks like it bounced off of Aldridge's foot. That's the 7th turnover for the Hornets. The Bulldogs do force 23 turnovers on the season, which is tops in the MEAC.
They definitely make their living off of creating turnovers and capitalizing on those opportunities. Williams with the bounce pass to Howard. Swings it around. One more. No good. Extra pass, though. Jasmine Johnson was wide open, but they get another rebound there. And a great pass there to Williams. You see the chemistry in the court there between the two guards. Nothing you can do about that.
Hey, having upperclassmen point guards is just a blessing in any league, and you can see why.
Aldridge looking for someone to pass the ball to. They're going to come trap her. She beats it. She might as well keep driving. She will. Stops, pops. It is good. Great decision there by Aldridge using that quickness to create a shot for herself.
Good confidence there. Play the way you want to play. Don't be so concerned about how do I beat the zone, how do I do this or that on the court. Just play what your instincts tell you to do.
That's a great point there, Derek. Play within yourself. As you see, Williams just bullies her way into the paint, kind of like a Julius Randle on the block a little bit there. Just bullying her way with the left-handed finish. I mean, there's not really much they could do. She's 5'9", and she's a pretty big individual down there.
Hey, she's 5th in the MEAC and scoring for a reason.
Looks like Aldridge will draw the foul this time. Hornets are down 21-10.
They've done a better job since the timeout was called, but they're going to have to find a way to cut into this lead a little more.
Right, it seems like every time they make a little bit of a run, they get a ball up, and then South Carolina State makes a run of their own, so it's all for nothing. So, I mean, definitely interested to see what Coach Lewis will tell our team here. But what has stood out to you so far?
I think the point guards for the Hornets are starting to play with a little bit more confidence. They came out very nervous and turned the ball over a lot. Now you're starting to see Justice beat the press, score, or make a nice assist, and the same for Aldridge. They got to keep that up if they want to come back. How do I keep it on? How do I do this around the court? Just Williams, just Kersey and
That's
Justice
a great point
too
there, Derek.
small.
Play within yourself. As you
Runs
see,
over him, lefty floater in the lane.
So wet.
All buckets for Williams so far this game.
definitely a great point there. Good to see. I mean, it has to be something. I mean, they just have to slow this game down and play within themselves, like you said, not try to do too much and not force the issue, but just take their time and let things come to them.
I think one thing they're doing bad on the press is that backpedaling. They have to be aggressive and fight for their position on the court. You cannot just continue to backpedal past the half court or close to the half court. You got to get by your person, beat them off the press, and then you have a 3-on-2 or a 4-on-3 advantage where they can make easier passes.
We're about ready to resume play here.
Anybody born before the 60s?
So Kersey, Aldridge, Bogarts, the Net, and Hawkins are your 5 for the Lady Hornets. Don't forget we do have doubleheader action today. The men will take on South Carolina State a little bit later. A little bit of an air pass there. Kersey gets trapped, draws the foul.
They got to avoid the sidelines in the corner, especially on these inbounds, because you know they're going to trap.
Aldridge looking for a teammate. Has Bogart in the corner. Bogart has a cutting Hawkins mister and just throws it away to Jasmine Johnson. Johnson out to Howard for 3. No good. Rebounded up, and it is good by Tony Greer.
I thought that was a little bit of an over the back over Amber Stinnett. Had position, just got to pull it out the way for that offensive board. I think the ref missed one on that one.
Yeah, definitely like an over the back, but didn't make the call, so. Just like Janae Carter. And Bree Justice will check back into the game right now, the next dead ball, so. Aldridge, as she does, likes to go right a lot, not really taking advantage of that left hand.
Aldridge missed Janae Carter in a post. She's calling for it, but never even looked her way.
6 on the shot clock. Justice drives. The floater is good. So
She's
great
hurt.
job there by Justice.
Justice is holding the back of her knee. That's not a good sign, so somebody has to foul. She's writhing in pain right now. It's holding the back of her knee. You hope it's nothing serious, but I went down similar to that when I was just playing around and tore my ACL, so
Definitely
you hope that's
wanna
not
hold your
nothing
breath
like that.
if you're a Hornet fan here. The last thing you want to lose is another player, let alone another guard with your starting point guard already hurt.
They're trying to stretch her leg out right now, but
And then the sad part is she made the shot after such a great play.
yeah, she's
Just to
starting
come down
yeah.
awkwardly like that.
But she's really in pain right now.
Definitely tough to watch. You see a player trying to, as she does, a freshman at that, trying to make a name for herself. She has a little bit of bumps in the beginning, but turns it around and starts playing well. And then as soon as she does something good, what happens? You get hurt. So definitely tough. Aldridge, as she does, likes to go right a lot, not really taking advantage of that left hand.
Aldridge missed Janae Carter in the post. She's
So it looks
calling
like
for it.
you see Justice
Never even
being
looked
helped
her way.
off the 6 on the shot clock.
Court,
Justice
but not putting a lot of
drives,
pressure.
not
The
putting any
floater.
pressure on that leg.
That's not a good sign.
Just got East Graders over there. She's been a Hornet for life. Once again, I hope our band, we're doing something a little bit different this year,
So definitely hate seeing players get hurt, especially on the already thin roster. So you definitely want to see that. So definitely tough.
You see it showing up to the screen now.
Looks like we're going to get a replay here of exactly what happened. So as you see here, Derek, talk a little bit about what's going to happen right here.
Well, it just looks like she's going to make a strong dribble to the right. Maybe it buckles on her. Couldn't see from that angle, but
it does kind
it
of
looked like her
buckled,
her right leg buckled when she landed on the ground. And she can't put any pressure. She'll be heading to the locker room, but it's hard to see, hard to watch. I just see her go up once again, lands awkwardly.
Williams inbounds back. Williams for three. Almost gets to the bounce in, but it bounces right to guess who? Amber Howard. Howard resetting the offense here. You see her and Williams playing a little bit of a two-woman game. Great chemistry. Williams gives it out to Howard. Howard will shoot again, as she likes to do. No good. Looks like it'll be tapped out and go to the Lady Hornets. So Lady Hornets live to fight another day. So who's the next woman up, Derek, to play point guard? I mean,
and it's going to have to be a lot of pressure on Aldridge now, and Stinnett will have to play some point guard or shooting guard responsibilities. Normally they like to have her on a wing, but
Aldridge
she's going to have to help somehow.
Met by three people. Swings it out and will reset. Stinnett just took out the ball there, gives it back to Aldridge. Aldridge drives right, splits the defenders, and just misses the shot completely. Hawkins volleyballs it back, but it goes out to South Carolina State.
Yeah, that was a dollar move, 5-cent finish. He split through three defenders, and the layup was nowhere near the backboard. That was kind of ugly possession for Aldridge.
Amber Howard will slow things down. We have a drive and a floater. It is up and in. The shot is good. By number 25, Mallory Stone. Aldridge taking the sideline as she likes to do. She might take this herself. Throws it up to Hawkins, who drops the pass. Looks like it was knocked out of bounds by a Lady Bulldog.
She probably should have went up for the layup herself. She beat three Bulldogs. There was nobody else in front of her, but
that's a great point there. You beat half the team.
Yeah.
Might as well take it yourself.
Not the most effective way to beat the press, but she did it. Then just made a poor decision on the pass.
Hawkins. Stinnett goes left. Has Hawkins, but doesn't get it. She gets trapped in the corner. Finds Bogart, tries to. Pass tipped away. Goes up ahead. It is no good and missed by Mallory Stone.
Blew the layup.
Great bounce pass. It is knocked out. Bogart's going to dive. She gets it and recovers it.
They're going to have to slow this game down. It's becoming a little bit of a track meet. A little messy. And Stinnett just doesn't look comfortable out there on the perimeter, having to play shooting guard.
Great entry pass to Hawkins. She'll do the rest herself. The great lefty finish. So a little bit better offense on that possession.
Yeah, they've been running that set the entire game to try to get that pass. That's the first time it's been available.
I'm glad they made them pay. If you're going to front a great player like Tiara Hawkins and you can't get any ball pressure, you might as well pass that all day and see what happens, because she can go up and get that ball.
And Williams with an errant pass on that possession. So
another turnover for the Bulldogs. So it looks like whoever wins this turnover battle will have a good shot at winning this game.
Just a sloppy game all around.
So Kersey will check into the game here for Stinnett, giving them another guard and possibly another shooter on that wing position. And they'll spread the floor a little bit too.
Stinnett looked a little uncomfortable having to beat a shooting guard in that position. Kersey, a little bit more apt in that type of a role.
Aldridge. They're sending her left. They know she doesn't like to go left. Bogart at the high post. Steps back, hit, no good. Almost hits the shot, but it's no good.
Her shot just seems a little flat. And leads to a lot of misses.
Stops and pops, no good. Rebounded up, and it is good. Tony Greer with the and one opportunity, the old school variety. So. So, Dirk, what do you think this team is going to talk about in the huddle as they try to figure out what's going to go on with this point guard position?
Honestly, they just need to find somebody who has the confidence to make the right decisions. They seem a little out of sorts offensively and defensively. Maybe Kersey comes in and makes a spark, but it's not looking too good right now for the Hornets.
Definitely a great point there. Definitely, hopefully they can continue to get an offensive flow. You saw them try to go inside a little bit more the last few positions and go from there, play inside out, and that's this team's strength. So they're definitely going to have to do that.
They've had some success, but not a whole lot. When their point guards beat the press, they've been able to get to the rim. But they've still made poor decisions when they've beaten the press. So they got to be a little smarter, be aggressive, and go up for the point sometimes, go up for the layup.
Ready to resume play here. 27-14 to score alongside Derek Slayton. I'm Byron Dixon. So looks like Greer will hit the line for her her one free throw and opportunity for a three-point play here, the old-fashioned way. Free throw is good. Greer completes the three-point play, extends the lead. 28-14. Aldridge. Goes left, actually. Kersey in the corner. Gets trapped. And she looks like might have been bumped, but no call there.
But Aldridge cannot set her up to get trapped like that. You can see the trap about to happen, but yet she still gave the ball to Kersey in the corner. And the defense has Aldridge figured out. They're just forcing her left, and she continues to go there.
They're daring her to go left yet again, and she doesn't even think about it. Kersey thought about it there.
Kersey probably should have shot it earlier.
She shoots it. I don't even think she thought that was going in, Derek, but she didn't surprise anybody.
I thought it was going over the backboard. Just a rainbow type of shot.
That's one of those you throw up and say, I meant to do that. I meant to do that.
Oh, my goodness, good shot.
That's a shot that hopefully could get a spark going. Great job there. Bogart grabs it. Stinnett back in the game. Gives it over the – and there's the
hit the mascot. It hit the mascot in the stinger. it hit. Oh. I wish Byron was here today. We need an injury update stat. It hit him, in the family jewels.
We have the tallest mascot in the MEAC. He may be out for a few plays.
He's taking a seat right now. He's a little upset. He said he put a thumbs up. He said he's all good. So let's get back to the action. But, oh, my.
Williams to Carter. No good. Hawkins has Bogart. Doesn't give it to him. Loses it. It's double team. And draws the foul.
I don't think our mascot even seen that coming. I wish we could have got an instant replay on that one. Oh man.
It looks like the shot that Kersey shot, that was supposed to be the pass that just threw, but she made that three-pointer. Aldridge to Kersey yet again. Kersey on that left side of the court, as she always is. Stinnett goes. Aldridge for three. No good. Stinnett rebounds, gets it, and goes up and in. And great job there by Stinnett staying with the play.
Good aggressive move. Aldridge almost comes away with a steal. So some life, but Aldridge looks hurt a little bit. Holding her shoulder.
Last thing you want is another injury, especially trying to make a great defensive play like that.
Yeah. She seems like it's a little bothering her a little bit, but good hustle by Aldridge on the defensive end.
Great hustle there. Taking a little bit of a gamble there and almost pays off, and they get another turnover to the Hornets. Kersey will run a point here, slow it up a little bit. Kersey to Aldridge, who has it stolen away. And you see Greer there missing Outler missing the layup there. Had the smaller Kersey.
Yeah, Kersey did a good job getting back and just contesting the shot without fouling.
Aldridge, top of the key. That daring her to go left. She actually gets to that right hand, gives it to Stinnett. And it'll be a not a jump ball. Gives it to Bogart, who finds a way to put the ball in the basket. Looked like she had Hawkins wide open, but took out the do-it-yourself kit and finished it there.
Been a little bit messy offensively, but somehow they're turning these into points.
And they've cut the lead to 7 with 40 seconds remaining in the first half due to the fact to create turnovers.
And some very, very unconventional offensive sets, but they're finding a way to turn garbage into gold. And the crowd's starting to get involved now.
Definitely a great job there. You see the defense intensity picking up. You hear the crowd chanting defense. They're trying to close out on those three-pointers. Howard gives it off to Williams. Williams passes it to the corner. Stolen away by Stinnett. Stinnett gives it to Aldridge. Aldridge realizing 17 on the clock. Gives it to Bogart. Great. Gives it off to Hawkins. You talk about a play. You talk about awareness there. She was falling out of bounds there, and she found a teammate.
And I think they're calling an and one.
And it might have been a foul, like you said.
Yeah, Hawkins had no idea.
One more. Nobody knew.
Hawkins is like, good bucket. Let's get back down on defense. But she gets a chance for the three-point play.
Here, Derek. I mean, you see Stinnett. You see Aldridge keeping the head up court. Bogart almost falling out of bounds. Gives it off to Hawkins.
I didn't even see a foul in that replay, but that was a good basket.
And she cashed in a three-point play. Cut the lead to 4, 12 seconds remaining. So it looks like they'll hold for the last shot. Howard with the ball. 6 on the shot clock, on the game clock in the first half. You hit a chance of defense. Howard's just going to pull that herself. No good. And that will end the first half. So a great run down the stretch here by the Lady Hornets to cut the lead to 4. Create some turnovers on the defensive end. And offensively find a little bit of a rhythm. So Derek, what has stood out to you so far as we ended this first half?
What stood out to me so far is after that Kersey 3, the energy in this building, the energy for the team just took over. And they were able to force some turnovers of their own and finish with some points. But another thing that standing out to me is that our our mascot looked like he took a big-time shot when that ball hit him. I hope he's okay. He wasn't really cheering much anymore. He just now got up on his feet. So hopefully he'll be all right after that.
It definitely was a interesting sequence of plays. You had the crazy three-point shot there by Kersey. Didn't think it was going in. Then you see Stinnett throwing the ball into the mascot Stinger. Then you see the fact that you see this team making a little bit of a flow offensively. You see the highlight-worthy play there with, Aldridge to Bogart to Hawkins. You see Hawkins get a three-point play. You see them creating some defensive stops. So a lot of good positives as Coach Lewis headed to the locker room to talk to the team.
Right, and then one thing also is that normally we say they should play slower, but they're having a lot of trouble with their half-court set, so maybe they need to make this a frenetic type of game, force turnovers and get out on a run, because that seems like to be the only time where they're able to get any good baskets towards the rim.
Definitely, a great point there. They did an excellent job down the stretch, and they built some momentum. Still down by 4, still a long way to go in this game, but they've done a good job building some momentum going to the locker room to put themselves in a position that in the second half they can find consistent play out the point guard position, not turn the ball over. They have a chance to win this game, Dirk.
Exactly.
Is she the one? Are you the one? You're the one? You're the one?
So keep it tuned here to DSU-TV. We'll be right back.
All right. Now, I'm here with Samantha from where? How old are you, Samantha? 11. Okay, so round of applause for Samantha. Mom, get your camera ready. You got it? You on Facebook or Instagram? You might on Facebook? Look, tag her. Okay, tag me too. when I first met Rob a few weeks ago, now tell me your nickname. Call you what? Robbie what? Robbie O. Robbie O is sports music. You know what I'm saying? I just said it, right? My bad, my bad. He's one of the top sports agents in the country. Graduated from Delaware State University. Show us some love, y'all. Now, let me explain the game for you. We're going to blindfold her. And like I said, Michael Jordan's one of the greats. And Michael Jordan shot that free throw, he closed his eyes, and he made it. She's going to get 3 chances to sink this free throw from the foul line to win $100. Can she do it? One thing about Delaware State University, we always support each other. You ready? Don't trip. Mom, where you at, Mom? Where you at? Mom, where are you, Mom? Where's she at? Come on, get closer. Come on, get closer. You gotta get this. Come around, Mom. Come on. You gotta get way in the front, Mom. Get way in the front. Don't be scared. That's what. You gotta shoot a little harder. Show us some love. Oh, almost, almost. Yeah, give it a little more oomph. I do it to her like she can see it. My bad. My bad. Players mess up too. Players mess up too. Oh! Are we not gonna give her one more chance? No, maybe not. We'll see if you can make it without. Okay. Oh, she's a player. Oh! She almost had it. Show some love for her, ladies and gentlemen. Now, one thing about her at Delaware State University, she didn't get a chance to make it. But one thing about it, she's a winner. She's a winner regardless. She'll be giving $100 anyway. Give her $100, give her $100. She made it. You get $100 gift card right there. That's all yours. But you got to give out $15 for gas, though. We're bringing you out here. And the gas is real low right now. Now, who think they can make a half-court shot? For some money. Who think I need to see some noise? Who think they can make a half-court? You mad? Anybody over here? Oh, it's the cool section. The cool section right here. You cool? You cool? You gotta show some excitement. You want to win $100. Nah, it ain't good. You ready over here, kid? You look like hair models. You good? You good? Ain't too good. You good? You myself? You don't win $100. Hey, Bill, sit down, man. You gotta show some excitement. Anybody over here want to win $100? Oh, you're cool. You're a bad team. That's the NCAA violation. Anybody over here? You think you got to know that? You gotta show me some energy. Yeah. You gotta stand up. Something. Give me 5 jumping jacks. 5 jumping jacks right there. No, maybe not. 5, give me 5 jumping jacks. 1, 2, then 3, and a 4, and a 5. Let's go. Let's get this half-court shot. Get this money. You ready to get this money? Let's get this. Yeah, I'm ready to get the money. They got a ball, man. Right there. Now you half-court right here. You get 3 shots. Now, I don't know if Flo was here last week, but we actually had a winner. Bro, it's not working out. It's not working out. Remember that half-court shot. I mean, you can run to the shot, so if you want to do that, if you want to. Oh, okay. All right. We turn the half-court shot into a three-point shot. Hurry up, we got 2 minutes, we got 2 more tries. Oh, okay, almost had it, you almost had it, ball. One more shot, go, so good, round of applause, oh, cheer him on, last time, that was good. Oh! Show him some love, y'all, high five. Oh, all right, one more, go ahead, take a shot. Show him some love, we appreciate it, brother. Nice job. Now, we're going to do the halftime turn up. Who's going to turn it up for halftime is our nigga who's DJing a party tonight. We're going to give away 200 party tickets for free tonight for tonight's party. So the halftime turn up, my man DJ giving hands. Let's go. DC 202. DMV. Come on, son. Come on, son. My boy TV is made a side of the cardboard. See that? Okay, that's it. Hold on, Cam. Cut the music, Cam. Cut the music, Cam. Like I said, we're doing a lot of things different, right? This is a true story. We went down to Howard. We got double victories, which we did, by the way. And they was kind of hyped at Howard. This is a true story. They said, Blake, can we get Dell State like that? How it used to be, they looking at me. And they said that y'all don't have the energy. They said that y'all don't have the pride. And I know it ain't true. I know there's other people saying about our university. So we're going to start today, and Cam, I got Cam to come in. And said Cam is gonna turn up for y'all. So when he turns up, I need y'all to turn up. They didn't see the seat. When you give me the light and pass that, okay, we ain't passing that. And so on. But turn up, as y'all said. So have fun. I'm gonna turn up. I can't turn down. I don't even have a turn down switch. Give me a hand, let's go!
All right, welcome back. We are back here at halftime. So we look at some of the halftime stats here. Scores 28-24. You see, Two Fly the Hornet here with us. He said he's good. He said he's ready for the second half. So we got 5 fouls here for the Hornets. We see some of the halftime stats here, Derek. You know, 10 for 28 for the Hornets, 12 for 35 for South Carolina State. What has stood out to you for the first half stats?
I wish we had one of those things so I could draw the circle, but I'll put it right on the turnovers where it says 11. And also rebounded, they're getting out rebounded by 6. Those are the 2 reasons why they're down by 4 points.
It's definitely, like you said, the turnovers, 11-8. You see if the Hornets can maybe force 3 more turnovers, that could be the 4 points they need to get back in this game.
Exactly, or if they pull in a couple of those rebounds, who knows, we can have a completely different game. So they got to take care of the ball better in the second half. And of course, that's something Tamika Lewis has addressed with her team.
Definitely. You see only, combined 9 free throws for the whole game. So we thought it might be a chippy game. It's not been that. So whoever can maybe get to the line at the end of the game can win it possibly as well.
But also we got to commend how DSU, they've done a good job controlling their 3-point shooters. South Carolina State, tops in the MEAC in three-point percentage, but right now, 2 for 12. I'm not good at math, but I think that's around 18%, which is very, very bad in three-point percentage.
Definitely a great point there. I mean, you see the turnovers, the rebounds, some of the blocks, the steals, the assists. The Hornets doing a good job passing the ball, so hopefully they can keep that up as well. They're starting to find that niche offensively as well.
Right, if they can break this press down, they can find a way to take over the lead, but Aldridge has to step up big. Justice is out, Jay Washington is out, the Benson twins are no longer here. It's Aldridge's game to win. She has to find a way to beat the press and get some buckets. And the same thing goes for Kersey. So Kersey and Aldridge have to have a big game in the second half.
We'll definitely look forward to that. See what this game comes down to. Hopefully the Hornets don't go into an offensive dry spell in the crunch that they've been notoriously known to do at times throughout the season. So what do you think they have to do to keep the offense flowing? And what do you think Coach Lewis talked to the team about at halftime?
Well, normally they like to play a slow-paced game, but that has not worked. They just can't get the ball into their post players, so they got to play great defense, force some turnovers, get out on a break. Bogart and Hawkins are doing a good job running the floor, so find them early in transition and get a basket.
We're about ready to get this second half started, about 35 seconds away. So it'll be interesting to see what the Hornets do at point guard as well. With you seeing Justice go down, hopefully she'll be okay. Probably won't return for this game, but interesting to see what they do at the point guard position.
Yeah, I was visibly just upset. If somebody put a camera on my face, I think that was a really bad injury. Hopefully it's not what we fear it is, but she was unable to put any weight on that injury. That injury looked pretty scary. She was in a lot of pain and barely was able to even get off the floor. So hopefully it's something minor, but it didn't look that way.
Definitely. I think we're just about ready to get this game started. Second half, as the Bulldogs will get the second half. As Howard will inbound the ball here to Johnson, who gets it out to Williams, who's had a solid first half, being the impact player that she is. Johnson drives left, passes it, shot is up. It looks like it might have been an air ball, Jemiah Bradley. So good defensive stand there by the Hornets. Another jump shot, no good. Good to see Kersey starting out the second half without Justice. She'll be doing a lot of the ball handling out responsibility with Stinnett and Aldridge. So.
And Kersey got to hit a couple threes to get that defense honest. Good pass in the post by her. Hawkins needs to just go straight up to the basket on that one.
Hawkins definitely turned it over there, and it leads to an easy 2-on-1 as Kersey was left all alone. And the finish is good by Jasmine Coleman. So a turnover there, and that's how we start the second half.
Yeah, Hawkins knows that's the shot she has to take. I know they like to pass the ball around, but she had a much smaller defender on her.
Kersey at the top of the key here, met there by Howard. Out to Stinnett. Shot is good there by Williams.
Not the way to start off the second half. 2 straight turnovers, 2 straight pass break points for the Lady Bulldogs.
So definitely the Hornets come out a little sloppy here. They played well at the end of the first half, but now they're going to have to see what's going on with their offensive turnovers here.
Eventually they're going to have to hit an outside shot to keep them honest. Here's Kersey.
And Derek called you Nostradamus because you saw that coming. Great call there. You said Kersey could stretch the floor. She did so there, so great job.
Catching a couple of these threes here for replay. If you look at the zone, they don't even care about the three-point shooters. They're going to let them shoot all day, and Kersey, she has the range. Knocks that one down and traveling on the other end of the court.
So a turnover there by the Hornets to get their turnover, maybe give it away back. So, like you said, great shot there, and hopefully Kersey, we know when she gets streaky, she can knock down some shots. So,
especially if they're open. She can knock down open shots any given day. What messes up her percentage is sometimes she takes ones with contested hands in her face, but.
Aldridge drives, shot is good. You talk about a pro move there. That was definitely a D1 move there by the freshman.
Right, she just has to play her game. She's not Washington, she's not a pure point. She's a more of a combo guard, and that's how she has to play. Go and get your basket. If that's what you do, that's what they recruited you here to do. That's what you have to do in order to get the Hornets this victory.
Chance to make it a three-point play is good. So she cuts the lead to 2 points, 18 minutes remaining. And this is a ball game, Derek, and it's going to go down to the wire as they usually do.
Yeah, good response by the Hornets after those 2 turnovers to not lose their composure.
Pass to the corner with Williams. Williams with the jab step. Bogard guarding. Good defense there. The long lengthiness of Bogard is a great thing to have on defensive end.
And I like that she's not playing at the top of the key anymore. Let her guard a wing player a little slower. Doesn't have to guard Williams all the time at the top of the key.
Aldridge looking for someone.
Aldridge can't continue to backpedal. You got to just beat the press off the dribble. You can't keep moving backwards. The same with Stinnett as she turns it over.
And a turnover yet again, as we talked about. And Williams will have the ball here for the Bulldogs. Gives it to the corner. Looks like a Matador defense there, and Jasmine Johnson walked into the lane there off the baseline.
Yeah, that was a poor defensive effort on that part. Looked like they were a little confused after the turnover. Hornets got to be strong with the ball. Stinnett looked a little shaken out there in the perimeter. She got to become more confident in herself.
Kersey with the ball. Stinnett gets it at the free throw line. Takes a step in. Shot no good. Maybe need another step in there. But
Yeah, she could have laid the ball up. I don't know why she settled for the jumper.
another easy drive there. Luckily, the shot is missed by Maya Bradley. And the Hornets are trying to probably push it here to see what they can get. Kersey gives it inside to Aldridge for the three. Aldridge, no good. Definitely would have liked to see that shot go down. She would have been on fire.
Nobody stops the ball. But wow, an air ball shot there.
And another horrible shot. Hawkins gets it. And it looks like Jasmine Coleman missed a couple easy bunny shots there.
Right, the Hornets never stopped the ball. They were able to get all the way into the paint, but just couldn't finish. The Hornets lucky about that one. So that has to be aggressive. That's what you want. That's what she can do.
And
She
that
has
was
to
a
be
great
aggressive.
play. You see the lift there of Aaliyah Stinnett there, 5'9", using the lift, a little scoop for the ice cream there, and she gets the easy lane.
When she's aggressive, they can score a lot of points in bunches because she has a lot of length for a perimeter player. Nobody can really guard her out there when she wants to be the scorer that she can be.
And if I'm Coach Lewis, my theme is attack, attack, attack. Aldridge, get into the paint. You know, Stinnett, get into the paint. Kick it out to the shooter, Kersey. Give it to Bogard and Hawkins. Talk about this replay here, Derek.
Right, look, she looks like she's looking for somebody to pass. She's the open lane and just says, okay, I can take it myself. Look at the scoop lay-in. Look like George Jervis or something. Oh, my goodness.
Definitely good to see her rebound for that last possession. She maybe settled for the shot, but she could have had another layup. But taking it in, realizing I got to attack and do what they brought me in here to do, as you talked about, and get the layup.
Exactly. Got to be aggressive. Don't worry about if you take a contact because that's going to get you to the free throw line. They don't have a lot of shot blockers. Nobody's going to throw their shot into the stands. So just be aggressive, get to the lane, and positive things will happen.
And at worst, you can draw a foul, get to the free throw line, or create for a teammate.
Exactly. And even if she misses, Hawkins is a great rebounder on the offensive end. So nothing but positives if you can drive into the lane like that. Good take by Stinnett. She got to do that a lot more for the Hornets to get a victory. The entire team has to do a lot more.
Great insight there, Derek. So it'll be interesting to see. They're only down 2, and they haven't even played that well. So they made some careless turnovers, but it looks like they're fixing the little things and fixing them to try to win this game, and they definitely have a great shot at it.
Right, imagine this game at the beginning of the game, it was 13-2. They fought all the way back. They showed a lot of heart, and they just got to continue to play within themselves to pull off this victory.
You know you feel the song when you're not in the head like that.
Bulldogs with the ball. Williams met there by Stinnett. Bulldogs working around. The drive by Williams, met by Hawkins. Didn't see that coming. 7 on the shot clock. Great defensive stand by the Hornets. Three-pointer is no good there by Outler, but a rebound to Howard and another offensive rebound.
That was unfortunate because Bogart was all over the place guarding both perimeters on the sideline to force a bad shot, but just couldn't get the rebound.
And look at Williams, kind of lost the ball, lost the handle, going to her right, but gets back to the left hand and banks it in.
Yeah, that was a good shot there. It looked like she was about to lose control of the ball, like you said.
That's one of those you go back and you touch your hand and say, I meant to do that.
I love that they use the screen and roll. I love it. I've always asked for that. And then see what happens when it works.
To see what happens, right? Like when you said when it happens and you see Aldridge, the ability to put points up in bunches. I mean, 35-36 to score. They're down 1 point, and they haven't even played their best game, so they can just get a few stops here like they've been doing. They'll be okay.
They missed a travel there as Williams took about 3 steps before she passed it, but it doesn't matter. Able to force a missed shot.
You know what they say, Derek. Ball don't lie, and it didn't there. And the Hornets will get the ball, let it fight another day. Aldridge with the hot hand, bringing the ball up. Of course, she's got that look in her eyes. She may try to attack
pick and
here.
roll again. There's the pick and roll. Hawkins is open, but Aldridge lost it.
It was tapped. She has 13. She gets it back. They have a 5-on-4. Sinet keeps it and loses the ball again. Outler, and great job there by
Beautiful
Aldridge.
defense. That was perfect timing right there by Aldridge to deflect the ball.
She timed that perfect.
And even that turnover by Sinet, at least she was aggressive. She missed Bogart on her side for an easy dump ball for a good lay-in, but we're going to get the replay. Look at the time. Beautiful play. Doesn't foul at all.
And so many times you see guys bail the player out by fouling them or doing something that's careless. But she said, I'm going to play smart, time it perfect, and go for the ball, not for the body, and did a great job there.
Yeah, that's good hustle by her, especially after the turnover to get back. She was the only Hornet back, but still was able to make a good defensive play.
And if this team can lock in defensively, they can create some turnovers and create some opportunities for themselves. They shouldn't necessarily always worry about just on the offense, but realize on defense they can win this game. Locking in the lengthy, you've seen Bogart, even Hawkins coming out defending these perimeter players, stopping the Courtney Williams of the world, and trying to create something for the offense as well. Maybe get some pass break opportunities and a little bit of screen and roll. That has definitely looked good, Dirk.
Yeah, the screen and roll is looking good because Bogart kind of occupies 2 players when she rolls, and Hawkins is popping out to the high post area. They missed it on the last play, but she was wide open. Let's see if they go to that look again.
Outler to inbound. Looking for somebody. Gets it to Howard. Williams with the bounce pass. Back to Howard.
Hornets running kind of like a 2-1-2 zone.
Outler for 3, no good. Bogart is just met inside, but gives up the rebound to Greer. But fortunately, the Hornets live to fight another possession as they missed the easy bunny again.
Huge possession here. Let's see if they go to that screen and roll. It worked.
Aldridge with the high hand. Draws the foul. And she's aggressive right now, Derek, but a great job there. She may be the type of person to get this team in the bonus early in the second half and get them to the line for some opportunities.
And Kersey needs to adjust. When she went to go to the other side of the court, they trapped off of her. If she stands a little closer by, she'll be able to get a pass for a lay-in. She needs to see that they're trapping off of her.
And you see the energy from the crowd helping out as well. You hear the crowd into her chanting defense, screaming, "Let's go Hornets," so that'll help us as well for a team. Aldridge loves to go right. Scouting report tells him that. Kersey pivots. Aldridge, 18 on the shot clock. Looking for Bogart on the post. Goes off the screen, drives, goes up, it is in. And Aldridge looks like, dare I say, a Bankston twin being able to create her own shot.
Hey, she's her own person. She's her own person. Aldridge is looking like LaMarcus Aldridge. See how I did that? Getting buckets.
There's a great shot here. Talk a little bit about this replay, Barry.
Well, we all know she wants to go right, but she still goes right. She doesn't care that they're trying to force a left and finishes with the lay-in and an and one opportunity. And the Hornets with their first lead of the game.
Kind of reminds me of a left-handed player. A lot of times left-handed players, you know they're going to go left, but they still get to their left. You know she's going to go right. She's still able to get to that right hand, so great job there.
They've been trying to force her left probably since middle school. She probably has a whole bunch of moves to get back to that right hand.
And the Hornets actually have that first lead of the game. And look at Aldridge, another steal. Not only doing it on the offense, but doing it on the defense. Bogart up ahead, has Hawkins, takes it herself. She's going to draw a foul. She will go to the line, Derek. So the Hornets playing their game, getting to the free throw line.
And we talked about that. The slow tempo offense wasn't working. Let's play up tempo, force some steals, get up in transition, and make some things happen. And attack the basket. It's working.
This team was down 14 at one point, 28-14 in the first half. The ability to fight back.
And just how different they look from early in the game is amazing.
Like you said, the energy, it's like it came out of nowhere. I mean, whatever they said at halftime seemed to work. Talk about halftime adjustments. Definitely looks like it's working.
But it started, even before that, it started with that Kersey 3 back in the first half.
Sometimes it just takes a spark to get the car going. So, and if they get this car going, they could be churning right to a victory, hopefully. Three-pointer by Howard, left alone. She can't make them pay. And looks like a foul's drawn. Looks like Janae Carter will get it. Hopefully not Tara Hawkins, but make them earn it at the line. They haven't shot many free throws.
Right. And they're just struggling to rebound off the zone, but basically every team in the nation struggles off of rebounding zones, but they got to do a little bit better job of everybody crashing the board. Can't continue to give up open opportunities.
Free throw is way off as the face of Derek Slayton tells it all.
I'm glad nobody got me on camera when after I seen that shot. Oh, my goodness. I'm serious, though. We have a lot of people who are working on that optics center. We could use some of these bricks right now. I'm telling you.
Hack a good one, maybe. I mean, if she's shooting free throws like that, let her go to the line.
We could make a whole new ETV building.
You have about 15. You have about 15 different fouls to use here. Aldridge met again by Trap. Throws it away. Kersey will get it. 14 on the shot clock.
And here's a high screen and roll. Let's see how it works.
Hawkins pops out. Kersey drives. Draws a foul. And I like the mentality of these Hornets. I mean, they're doing it right now and trying to get to the free throw line aggressively.
And I love the Kersey move. She acted like she was going to shoot the 3. Drove by, then used the up fake, drew the foul when she had nothing else to do. Just shows you what a veteran guard can do for your lineup.
She makes the first free throw. Extends the Hornet lead to 39-36. Shot is good there by Kersey. Howard in the corner. Has Outler. Outler's 3 is an air ball. As the fans chant air ball. And Aldridge is yearning for the ball here. She comes and gets it from Kersey. Cuts out the offensive set. Looks like another screen and roll. Hawkins rolls. Aldridge takes it herself. And she's on fire. Derek pulling out the do-it-yourself kit. If you don't know who she is, Micah Aldridge. She's making a name for herself in this game, having a coming-out party.
That must be her 3rd and 1 opportunity this half. Just blowing by everybody with that right hand and finishing strong at the rim. That's the aggressive play we were talking about. Forget it. Forget about being a regular point guard. Play the way that you normally play, and you can score a lot of points that way.
Definitely a great move there, and I think they got to be whispering in the air and saying, this is your game. We're going to ride your shoulders. We're going to play that pick and roll, and they're going to stop us. And it looks like so far they can't, Derek.
And it's such a great adjustment because they're trying to force her left, but the pick and roll is allowing her to get to her strong hand, and it's working very well.
Right. And if they start to collapse on Aldridge, they're probably going to do in this huddle, tell the team to do. You have Bogart, you have Hawkins, you have guys, women I should say, that can make shots, and you have Kersey who's been playing well as well.
Exactly. When Kersey came into this game and messed up that zone, they can't compact the paint anymore because she's hit 2 threes so far, and she looks like she wants another one coming up soon.
Definitely a great point there, and that's the beauty of a great pick and roll offense. And if the Hornets can start to utilize this more, even with some of the injuries, they can start to mask some of their weaknesses and play through an Aldridge, a Hawkins, a Bogart, and see have a Kersey as well. So.
Exactly. They have a lot of weapons. They're first in the MEAC in scoring for a reason. It's not just one person. They're first in the MEAC in field goal percentage because it's not just one person. They have a lot of options that can beat you, like you just noted. And I'm excited. I think they have a chance to pull away here. This is some crucial moments as Aldridge will be going to the line to complete her 3-point play.
So Aldridge will look to complete the old-fashioned 3-point play here. So
Bree Justice is walking in. We'll get a picture of her on the camera soon enough, but she has a brace on that right leg.
Williams, it's like a moving screen was called, and Aldridge is yet again in the play. And I love not only what she's done offensively, but defensively, she's personally changed the tide of this game, Derek.
Exactly. She's playing with a lot of energy on both sides of the court. The only thing that I hope that does not happen is that she runs out of gas. She's playing a lot of minutes right now.
And that's a great point. I mean, when you're playing hot like this, you can't really take her out.
Yeah.
Because she has a high hand, so you hope she's conditioned enough to play through it and tells Coach Lewis, I'm all right, I got this.
Or get a double-digit lead where you can sub her out for a few moments.
Aldridge gives it to Bogart. Bogart, three-point line, surprisingly. And it's going to be turned over, stolen. And she's just going to take it herself. Looks like that shot is no good.
Johnson probably should have either went all the way in or kicked it to somebody else. Wasted opportunity for the Bulldogs, and they needed a bucket.
We're talking about the Hornets being ice cold at times. They've gone ice cold, and they're looking for any type of bucket, and those jump shots aren't falling.
And they're bringing the pressure in. Let's see if the Hornets can beat it.
Kersey brings it out, met by a
Bad
trap.
pass.
Throws it right to Courtney Williams. Aldridge is chasing. Aldridge thought about it, but she couldn't get it as Courtney Williams had a step on her.
They're going to have to bring in another ball handler. Looks like Sinette's coming in. They only have 2 ball handlers right now because the trap wasn't really working by the Bulldogs early.
Aldridge loses it. Hawkins gets it. Hawkins keeps her heads up. Loses the ball. It will go off of Hawkins and back to South Carolina State. I don't know if it went off of her. I really didn't see it there, but tough call.
They're actually taking Kersey out. I don't know why Lewis is taking Kersey out when they're pressing. You would think he would bring in a third guard, not just kind of switch one guard out for another, especially someone who can shoot the three like Kersey can. But maybe Kersey just needed a little break.
Williams passes it off. Has Carl Johnson, who's going to go to her left, power dribble, and she draws a foul of her own, and she'll get to the line for 2 free throws. So.
Yeah, she passed up an open jumper, but was able to make up for that, going to the line for 2. Nice drive, going to her left.
Looks like a lot of individuals in South Carolina State love to go left. But as you see the Hornets, a lot of the individuals like to go right. So it's very interesting to see that play out. And I'm sure both teams, both coaches know this, but it seems like they're still able to get to their spots.
After the made buckets, if she makes the free throws, the Hornets are going to have to find out, how do we beat this press? They have to space the court properly so the pass can work. If not, if you have too many people close to each other, it's really hard to pass the ball around.
And then if you let this team get made buckets, they're able to set up their press and force the issues. And you've seen the Hornets have struggles against the press. Aldridge needs some help. Nobody comes up to help her. She's met by 3 people. She gives it off to Stinnett, so Stinnett has her. And oh my goodness, she threw it away. And it'll be a jump ball.
Possession arrow for the Hornets still. But Stinnett caught the ball and just looked like she was in no man's land. Didn't know what to do. The ball should have went right back to Aldridge. You can't wait for the trap to come before you start deciding what your move is. You got to get that ball moving quickly.
And you see Jay Washington playing point guard from the sideline, calling out, telling Aldridge and Stinnett what's going on and what they might need to do here.
Move that ball quickly. You got to make swift decisions.
It is good. And one. Another scoop and score, and she's taking to the line herself. Stinnett's been playing well as well.
And that was a quick decision. She didn't hesitate. She caught the ball and knew what she wanted to do immediately. And that's how you beat pressure like that. You got to know what you want to do the second you catch the ball.
And the free throw is good. Extends the lead to 45-39, 9:45 remaining in the second half. So a little bit of a back and forth here. Pass is inside, and it is good by Tony Greer. Good offense there by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Drumgoole with an excellent assist on that possession. That's how you beat the press. The ball got to move quickly.
Aldridge pulling out a little bit of her own crossover there, showing she can make the defender wobble a little bit, but she draws another foul. So South Carolina State inching closer to that.
I think this is a 1-on-1. I think it is a 1-on-1. I think they have 8 fouls.
So they're there, and it's still 9:25 remaining.
Exactly, and that makes the press a little harder to do when you're in foul trouble like that.
First one is good, so she'll get a second opportunity at the line. Free throw is good. And we'll get a timeout here on the floor. So, Derek, the Lady Hornets are up by 6, 9:25 remaining. You see I mean, you see Aaliyah Stinnett, you see Micah Aldridge taking over this game and leading this team to getting a lead.
That's something we mentioned during halftime is it seems like it's going to have to be their night. If they want to get this victory, it's going to have to because Aldridge made a lot of shots, or Kersey made a lot of shots, or Stinnett. Those 3 guards have to be the key to the game for the next 9.5 minutes. It's good to see that the Hornets back on his feet. He took a tough shot, man.
I think a good timeout there to get, we talked about Aldridge might be gas, get her a little bit, get her some get her a seat for a minute. So.
Yeah, Lewis has to be smart with the timeout she has because they don't have a lot of depth to substitute in and out. So you want to keep everybody fresh. Still a lot of basketball yet to be played.
Brittany Drumgoole checks into the game here. Williams going left as she likes, tries to split them, and it is good. You talk about bullying your way, a bully on the schoolyard. Courtney Williams, that's the best way I could describe her game because she's just bullying these Lady Hornets, and that was a tough, difficult shot, Derek. I know you can talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, lefty score is something very hard to guard. You just don't see a whole lot of lefty players, and it just throws defenders off guard sometimes. And she has good size for a guard, 5'9", able to use her size and her strength to kind of muscle through these smaller Hornet point guards.
And she will miss the free throw, but it is rebounded.
You can't let that happen. You got to box out free throws.
Especially on the free throw, exactly. Pass goes inside. It is up and good. Jasmine Coleman so gathers herself and pulls the trigger on the 12-foot jumper. Stinnett with the crossover stops. Wonder why. Aldridge gets it.
Bogart got to come and get that ball. She's the only person open.
And
nobody
Aldridge
ever helps them out.
carelessly turns it over. And you see a wide open layup there by Jasmine Johnson. And they have tied this game up, the Bulldogs, 8:29 remaining.
That's what Bogart has to do.
Yes.
She has to come to the middle of the court to catch that ball.
She definitely has to stay in the middle of the floor. She's the tallest girl on the court. So, and now you see Stinnett just bowling her way in, and they call a charging foul.
They got to get Kersey back into this game. She's the veteran guard, and it looks like they're going to take Carter out, which is smart. Go to a 3-guard unit if they're going to press. And here's the play once again. Just trapped and turns the ball over, and easy layup for the Lady Bulldogs on the other end.
Brittany Drumgoole, running point, gives it to Williams. Drumgoole goes left, has it easy, gives up a good shot for a great shot.
That wasn't a great shot. It was a great shot in theory, but then she just threw something up that was random. I don't know.
Look at the basket.
Yeah.
I guess I was a little premature on that because it looked.
If she looked at the basket, it would have been a great shot, but, you know, we saw the contest early on when an 11-year-old girl was trying to shoot a shot with her blindfolded. She said, I one-up you.
She has Hawkins, gives it to her. No good. Hawkins misses the lay-in, and you couldn't have broke a press better than that.
Yeah, you normally don't see Hawkins miss layups.
Williams stops, pops, no good. Johnson pushes off, and Derek, you get that push off or over the back that you wanted. So good call there by the refs.
In good positioning by Kersey. She's the smallest person on the court, but it doesn't mean you can't box out.
And we'll have a media timeout here. We're tied at 47, Derek. We're going down to the wire. I don't have any fingernails left, but 7:46 remaining. So what are the Hornets going to have to do to win this game?
You got to break the press.
Simple as that.
Plain and simple. Break the press. Do not turn this ball over. The Bulldogs can't score in our half-court sets. The only time they're getting points is off a turnover. So guard, do a good job not turning the ball over. And that's basically it.
Derek, for the viewers out there who may not know how a press break works, can you talk a little bit about what the goal of a press break is? You talked about Bogart being in the middle, help out the guard. Let's go a little bit more in depth about that.
Well, exactly. They're trapping. It's 2 people on 1 person, so somebody's open. And you can't throw it all the way to the other side of the court, so you're going to need Bogart or another player in a another front court player to come up and catch the ball because they're not being guarded. So they got to come up to an open area in the middle of the court where they can catch the ball and pass it to another player, and that's how you break up the press.
The Derek Slate Playbook 101, how to break a press. You see Jay Washington on her knees talking to Aldridge, giving her some pointers of what to do as we get ready for Kersey's 1-1. See the Bulldogs in a bonus, so.
I think this might be the double bonus. Yeah, I think they shoot 2 free throws. I think they got 10 fouls
Might be
now.
the double bonus, and it is a double bonus, so.
That's one thing now helping them against this press is that they're already in a double bonus.
As Kersey makes one of 2 free throws, Hornets take the lead by 1, 7:40 remaining. Drumgoole gives it out to Williams. Williams is going to think about it. Drives left, passes it. Drumgoole, 15 feet out. No good. Rebounded by Hawkins, skying over everybody for that one. Hawkins definitely should try to look to be more aggressive on the boards. Not really scoring as much, but if she can get some rebounds, she can help them tie to this game.
Seeing the Bulldogs back up into that zone because they're in foul trouble.
Kersey wisely passes it out, works it back to the middle, and will lose it, and it'll be a backcourt violation.
Over dribbled there. She got out where she needed to be to make the pass to Aldridge, but just didn't.
Three-pointer by Howard. She's left wide open, but she misses again. Rebounded out. Williams will reset, gives it off to Howard. And they'll get into their offense as these 2 guards will work off one another as they've done all game.
Looks like the Hornets are content with allowing them to shoot these open threes. Bulldogs haven't been able to knock any of them down. Williams thought about it.
You see Aldridge up in the grill of Williams. Williams stops, pops, no good. And it is a foul, looks like.
Yes, Stinnett was fighting for the rebound and just lost that one. And
looks like she might have tried to even get a hand there for the jump ball, but couldn't quite get a hold of it.
Yeah. They got to rebound better. They just have to. That's the only way the Bulldogs have gotten any success in their offensive sets.
Shot is up and good. Williams again getting to that left hand. It is a beauty to watch her put that ball on the floor and attack with the left hand.
Yeah, they got to force her to use her right hand eventually. That lefty floater is killing them.
Williams with 16 points now in the game to lead all scorers. So she's definitely getting it done. Aldridge again. Shot no good over the backboard. It'll be out of bounds. Definitely don't want to fall in love with the three-pointer here at this game. At this point in the game, definitely still keep doing what you're doing.
Exactly. The only person I would feel comfortable shooting the 3 right now would be Kersey.
That was a little bit of a heat check, as they call it.
But they're going to have to force some turnovers here eventually.
And the last thing you want is for this team to start knocking down three-pointers and take the momentum back. And you see there, Amber Howard just shooting all day, winning a cold spell, and you know it takes one shot for a shooter to warm up, and that could be it.
She's just under 40% from three-point land, which is very good for any three-point shooter.
And that is just a unnecessary pass that was just horrible. So 11 second-half turnovers here.
After 11 first-half turnovers, so they never really fixed that issue that we talked about.
And now South Carolina State, we talked about, they average about 22 forcing turnovers a game, and they've done it again right on their season average. So they're right on pace here as they take the 4-point lead, 52-48. We're approaching 5 minutes remaining. So Derek, what do the Hornets have to do here to take some of that momentum back?
I think I would maybe press of their own. They forced a lot of turnovers in the first half and even some in the second half when they were able to speed this game up. I would beat the Bulldogs to their own game because that's the only way they've been able to really score so far. So maybe make this an up-tempo game and see what happens because the Bulldogs have not really done a good job when the game has been sped up.
Shout out to ladies, the elegance in the building. They're lovely ladies of the elegance, right? They were like,
Kersey, Bogart, Hawkins, Stinnett, and Aldridge are the 5. Looks like they will be the ones down the stretch that are going to have to bring this thing home for the Lady Hornets. So
let's see if they go back to that pick and roll. It worked a lot.
Kersey out to Stinnett. Tries to pass it. Hawkins recovers it. Met by 2 people. Drop steps. Pull. Shot is no good. So great job there making something out of nothing by Hawkins.
Yeah, and she's one of the best scorers for a reason. She has good enough handling ability for a big player. So able to go to the line for 2.
Hawkins missed the first free throw. Definitely can't miss free throws at this point in the game, especially down 4 with the clock stop, getting easy opportunity.
You want to at least make this a 1-possession game with the free throw here. Don't want to go empty-handed or leave empty-handed.
So like you said, Derek, she made it a 1-possession game, 5 minutes remaining. This is what we like to call crunch time. This is when your big players make big plays. Who will be that individual? Will it be Micah Aldridge, Stinnett, Bogart? Will it be Hawkins? Stay tuned and watch, and we'll find out along with you. Howard, cross-court pass. Shot is up, and it is in. Ashley Outler, a dangerous pass turned into a great result.
The Hornets maybe want to change up their zone because the Bulldogs seem to have them figured out now. Maybe go man-to-man or run the 3-2 that they did earlier in the game. But that 2-1-2 type of zone that they're doing where they have Bogart in the middle of the floor just is not working right now. I just want to watch the cross-court pass. They know nobody's occupying that spot in the zone. Leads to an easy short-court jumper.
Definitely, you know, like talk about that zone, maybe go back to playing Bogart at the top to kind of crowd the point guard or the defender, or maybe go woman-to-woman and see what they can do physically.
Exactly. They've been in zone a lot. Nobody's in foul trouble, so maybe get out of that zone right now.
Aldridge with the ball. Not met by a press yet, so they're just going to let her rock past half court. Almost has her cookies taken. Gets them back, and she throws it away. Courtney Williams has a walk-in layup. It is good, and yet again, South Carolina State extends their lead 56-49.
The post player just can't run to the paint. They have to help out, set a pick or something. Don't let them have to go one-on-one all the time in this press. Somebody needs to come and get the ball.
It's the net. Aldridge for 3. It is
Big
good, and boy, did they need that.
They needed that one so bad. Aldridge single-handedly keeping them in this game in the second half.
She has definitely taken it over, and she may have to be the one that carries them to victory because it seems like nobody else wants this moment, but she definitely does. The freshman being fearless, as I like to call them, and getting it done. Hornets trail by 4. Bogart takes the screen. See Bogart back at the top. Bogart using that length to crowd Williams. Williams having a great game. Gets to a left. Splits. And it is good. I mean, somewhere James Harden has to be smiling because the lefties are taking over.
They got to do a better job. She's only went left. She has never went right. At some point, you got to just take that left hand away.
Kersey, bounce pass. Aldridge in the corner.
Beautiful
Bogart
pass.
wide open. And you talk about a dime, Derek, great pass.
And I like that they put Aldridge, not Aldridge, they put Bogart in the middle, at the top of the key like we spoke about earlier before the timeout. They got to help with the pick and roll, though. Stinnett has to step up.
And Bogart letting Williams go left. I mean, send her right. Bogart almost tipped it away, it looked like.
Hawkins
7 on the
has to
shot
step on the
clock.
pick and roll.
Great trap there by the 2 big twin towers. Out to the jump shot is no good.
Need a rebound, but it'll be the Lady Bulldogs once again.
Tough to rebound with both of your post players out on the wing.
Yeah, that's the one downfall of what they're running right now.
Williams gets it. 15 on the shot clock. Out to Stone. Williams drives again. It is in. And Derek, she goes left and throws it up and in.
I don't know. She's not doing anything fancy with her left hand to kind of fool them. She's just going straight left.
It's usually one power dribble and the 2 steps to the left.
With a floater.
And the floater is in, the touch. And it's a great job there of her just playing her strength. She's saying if you're not going to stop it, I'm going to keep doing it all night.
Exactly. There's no reason to change anything up.
We're going to look at the replay here. You see Williams thought about it, just said, I'm going to go left. You're not going to stop me. You've been letting me do it all day. And she gets into that painted area. She's almost automatic there.
Exactly. She's showing why she's one of the best scorers in the MEAC. That floater is in full effect right now for her.
So, Dirk, we're looking at here at a 60 to 54 score, 2:17 remaining. What do you think has to happen for the Hornets to make this work? Still plenty of time left.
They got to speed this game up now because they're running out of time. They're running out of possessions. They got to force some turnovers of their own and get out on a break.
Aldridge still in the game. Been the catalyst this half for scoring, defending, getting to the free throw line. Kersey's in. Has Hawkins at the top of the key. Almost stolen.
They got to be aggressive here. They're allowing the defense to make them do whatever they want.
It's the net for three. It is good, Dirk, and they haven't needed a three-pointer. It was there, so we talked about this game isn't over. They're only down by 3 now.
Yeah, some timely three-pointers by Kersey and Stinnett and Aldridge has kept this game close.
Whatever you do, you can't let Courtney Williams beat you. She has 22 points. Looked like a clean block and a horrible call there. A little bit of a sell job by number 3, Tony Greer. I mean, she might want to go to the Oscars or something, but that was a little bit of a sell job. All ball there to me.
Yeah, I wonder what her major is. It has to be something in theater, arts, yeah. Something. Maybe drama.
I think drama may be it because she definitely sold
that.
It there. Free throw is good by Greer. Extends the lead to 4. So we're going to see if we're going to look to see if this was actually a foul, Derek. Free throw's no good. So, Derek, do you think this is a foul? Looks like all ball to me.
It did look like all ball, and I didn't need the replay to see it. She went straight up. Here's Kersey on the other end.
Kersey doesn't Hawkins. It is stolen away.
Just forcing bad passes right now. If it's not there, you don't have to throw it.
Looks like they're pressing the issue just a little bit, but they need to realize they have plenty of time left. And a foul, and looks like they will be heading to the line here.
Yeah, they had a good trap there, but Kersey stopped sliding her feet and put her hands straight up. But you got to slide your feet, or that's going to be a blocking foul.
We talked about 11 first-half turnovers. They have 13 in the second half, Dirk.
Yeah, and it's something that we both were concerned about when we found out Jay Washington wasn't going to start. It looks like she has a heel injury or a foot injury, but not having your leading point guard, it's very hard to not turn the ball over.
And you mentioned before the game, you wouldn't be surprised if you saw 30. We're at 24.
Yeah, so I think I said that, but it didn't hit 30, but.
Sad to say, you might be right, unfortunately, on this one.
Yeah. Turnover has definitely been a key to the game. And it's one of the only times where I didn't put it as my key to the game. It's normally like the first key to the game I talk about.
Definitely one of the keys to every game is you can't be turning the ball over 20 times. You turn the ball over 20 times, you're not going to win a lot. I mean, you're going to put yourself in bad positions, dig yourself in a deeper hole that you don't want to be in, especially from some of your star catalyst players. So definitely have to see what happens. 1:06, not over yet, so have some time.
Definitely a lot of time. And they've had a lot of key moment threes. I'm not a guy that says shoot a lot of threes to get back in the game, but if they have an open look from downtown, they might have to take it.
You know the opportunity is going to be there because they're playing that zone. So you might want to put, Kersey in, has the net as well. She's knocked down the 3, and just hope that if it's there, take it, but don't force it.
Exactly. Don't shoot if it's a hand in your face, but in that 2-3 zone, the wing players have had a lot of open opportunities.
Here we go, Hornets, here we go.
So Kersey will inbound here for the Lady Hornets. 1:01 remaining. Kersey takes it out herself. Almost in, gets the rebound.
Swing the ball.
The net. She's going to do it again from almost the same spot. Kersey, another rebound. Loses it. They're diving on the floor.
Possession
Jump ball.
will be for the Bulldogs.
Unfortunately, the Bulldogs will get it. So, Derek, do you foul here?
Yeah, I think you start fouling. You want to make this game as long as possible. We saw it in the boys' game last week when we covered. They started fouling with about a minute left. Make this as long as possible as a game and make them make their free throws.
And as we've seen, this isn't the best free throw shooting team in the MEAC.
Exactly.
See if the Hornets try to go for a steal here. They don't. They're going to trap. Howard has it. They're not going to. They get a steal. Up ahead to Kersey. She'll go up, and it is in, Dirk. We have a chance for a three-point play.
Kersey, the smallest player on the court, continues to come up huge for the Hornets. What
It's
a
not
bucket.
about the size of the woman, but it's about the size of the heart in the woman. Talk about this replay here, Dirk.
Well, Sinet first gets a deflection. Bogart sees Kersey. Look at the double clutch. Somehow gets the strength to get it up and in despite the contact. Wow, what
All
a
those
play.
late night workouts, early morning workouts, doing push-ups, and lifting those weights. Paid off.
Good job hitting the free throw. Now it's a one-possession game. You don't have to foul
They
now.
don't have to foul. They can go for another steal like they did last
Got a
time.
deflection. They don't have to foul. And that one is a foul. That was a foul.
That was a tough one, but it is a
It
foul.
was a foul. It looked like Howard kind of ran into her, but that still is a foul because Aldridge wasn't set.
Definitely, you definitely have to look at it and say, well, you can't really knock them for being aggressive because they did need that, but maybe had another 2 or 3 seconds to try to get another steal, but not over yet. 3-point game. It's not guaranteed she's going to make these free throws either. Amber Howard to the line, a junior from Chattanooga, Tennessee. First free throw is good.
That one
So
looked, I thought it was coming off.
She
I was
calmly
getting
knocks
excited.
down the first.
But this is what happens when you have a upperclassman as a guard. They just seem to know how to handle these pressure situations.
Shot is up and she knocks them down.
They don't
Nice
need a three
call.
here. Somebody has to help with the press. Somebody has to come down.
Kersey's going to push her. She can get up the court quick.
Kersey probably could have shot it, but lost hold of her dribble.
Aldridge, she'll probably shoot it. I'm pretty sure she will.
Somebody
she
needs a
stops.
shot.
She's going to drive.
And
Throws
turns
it
it
away,
over.
and that may be the game,
about
ladies
it.
and gentlemen. As Howard will take it out, and she'll go all the way and gets it swatted away.
She didn't
12
have to do
seconds.
that.
Not over
Kersey
yet. Kersey. Hawkins.
for 3. She didn't have to do that at all. They had a lot of time left. They had 18 seconds when she caught the ball. Just lay the ball up. I think she lost track of time.
And you can tell she didn't belong out there. The elongated release.
Yeah, she walked out there, too. It was a travel.
Literally, yes.
She literally didn't put the ball down until she turned around and shoot. They had 18 seconds. Wasted a lot of time. That was a lot of time wasted. But a valiant effort by the Hornets nonetheless. They never really gave up. They started down 13-2 to start the game off, but they fought the entire way. If we could get a shot of Ms. Lewis, we could just see her just have her hand on her
Much
forehead.
to the chagrin of Coach Lewis, right?
Yeah. Hawkins only had to lay the ball up, but
And who else would you expect at the line as you see Williams missing? And that'll be the game. So that shot is null and void, but the Lady Hornets lose to South Carolina State 65-60. So Dirk, definitely a tough game. I mean, definitely was, could have went a lot of ways. You saw the Hornets came out a little bit sloppy, a little bit slow, turning the ball over. Then you see them make a strong run at the end of the first half. Come out in the second half a little sloppy, a little slow. Then again, they come out, make it a good game. So just talk a little bit about this game and how it played out as you see them meet here in center court.
Aldridge and Kersey and Stinnett should get a lot of confidence from this because they played a heck of a game. Of course, they got to turn down some of those turnovers, but they played hard. It was a good game. I thought they did a good job.
I mean, you look at this game, it's a tough game against a great competitor in South Carolina State. So you just look at that. I mean, what has stood out to you? You saw Aldridge play well. You saw Stinnett with flashes. Bogart and Hawkins being individual selves. Talk a little bit about what a positive take out of this game.
Aldridge had about 4 and 1s in the second half. She just seemed determined to get to the bucket. It looked like she got a little winded, which was something we were concerned about because she had to play a lot of minutes that she's not accustomed to. But I think she rose to the challenge. It's unfortunate they couldn't have this win and make it their 3rd straight, but it wasn't because of a lack of effort.
We talked a little bit about the injuries of this team. You see Bankston's not here. You see Justice go down today. You have no Jay Washington. What do you think the team is going to have to do going down the stretch as we head into conference play and some tough games coming down the stretch against some tough opponents?
Yeah, having injuries, it just does a lot because it injures your depth. And also, it's hard to play after you see somebody injure themselves so severely. It's hard to be as aggressive when you see what can happen when you're too aggressive. So it's unfortunate for Justice. You hope that she comes back. Hope it's not a torn ACL or Achilles, but it looked serious when she fell on the ground.
Definitely a tough loss for the Lady Hornets. Stay tuned for game 2 of our doubleheaders. The men will take on South Carolina State in about 20 minutes here. For Derek Slayton, I'm Byron Dixon. Keep it tuned here to DSU-TV.